Hello, this is Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com, and today we are in a 2016 Jaguar XF. This is a new model from Jaguar. This is a mid-size luxury sedan, and we are sitting in the, what do they call it, Premier, I believe, edition, which is the second step up from the base model. This has a price tag of around $66,000, and it is rear-wheel drive, 340 horsepower, supercharged V6. Beautiful car to drive, as every Jaguar is. Very, very nice, very fun. Internal controls will be familiar to those of you who watched our video of the XJL. So you have the driver memory settings here, door locks here, child safety locks over here, and windows and whatnot here. Down here is your trunk release. This does have the electric trunk and your dimmer switch. This has electronic parking, so the parking brake, there's no foot brake on it. The parking brake is over by the shifter. I'll show you that. On the steering wheel, we have lighting over here. You have your paddle shifting, of course, and then here is your stereo controls and voice. You change your mode. Here's the voice control. Here's the phone. Over here, I keep putting my finger in front of the lens, I'm sorry. Over here, steering heating, which I have used this week because it has been very cold in the mornings. Speed limiter. Those of you familiar with Jaguar will know what that does. It's sort of like a reverse, kind of like a reverse cruise control, where you can set a limit for your speed so that you don't go over it and, lead foot. Cruise control settings here, cancel right here. And then up here are your washer wipers and so forth. Over here you have the speedo on the left because it is a British car. Over here is your tachometer. And here is your multi-information display. Right now you can see it's showing trip information. So you can see I've averaged about 26 miles a gallon at 45 miles an hour. I have 55 miles of fuel left. That's what the bottom left corner is. I'm almost out. I'm down to around probably 6 or 7% of the tank. And I have put 591.7 miles on this car because I really like this car. So there you go with that. And then infotainment. This is the smaller screen. There is a larger screen that gets rid of these buttons and takes up all that space. On that larger screen, these become virtual along the bottom. Otherwise, it is functionally largely the same, but it does upgrade to a few things that are not available on this. So here you have, this is kind of like the main menu. So if you push the home button, this is what you get. You can go to your media. Your phone is right here. Climate controls there. This has heated and cooled seats, but nothing more. When you move up in the additions, you can get the massaging seats and all that good stuff like we saw in the XJL. Here you have your navigation and mapping, and then you have quick buttons to do a bunch of that stuff and a few more. So here's a quick jump to your phone. Over here you have a camera, so you can always turn the camera on whenever you want it. You can even do it at speed. I've done it on the highway and it turns right on. Down here you have your hard buttons for climate control. Pretty straightforward stuff. There's nothing really complicated here. It has dual zones, so you can set it on either side and sync them or however you want to do it. Push button start right there. And this is your stereo control, so volume and on and off by just pushing the button. This is a nice little non-slip spot to put your phone. One caveat, if you're like me and you have a phone with a black cover and you put it in there, it instantly camouflages and you forget all about it, and everywhere you go your phone stays in the car. Just, FYI. Here we have the shifter knob. So this is the Jaguar shifter knob. When you turn the car off, it sinks down. When you turn it back on, it comes back up. Same with those side vents. I've turned the climates off so they close themselves. When you turn the climate back on, they will open themselves. Over here you have your drive mode control. So today, For some reason, it's still in eco mode, even though I have been driving on kind of icy roads this morning. I haven't been going very fast, though, just around town. And rear-wheel drive, so you do have all the problems that go with that, but this has done pretty well on these very icy roads. And then over here is, I like to call this rally mode. Here's your stop-start control, so if you don't like the engine shutting off when you stop at lights and things, you can turn it off with that. And traction control over here. And then right here is your parking brake that I was talking about before. These are your drink holders. As you can see, I have the full-on Yuppie water bottle. This has a bourgeois cover, of course. Perforated leather, and these are vented, so they need to be. But very, very nice seating. Of course, it's Jaguar, so it has to have very nice seating. Over here you have your storage cubby, which I still have stuff in. I need to pull all that out. But here you have your plugs, and so you see you have your 12 volt, here's USB and so forth. If you have the Jaguar or the Land Rover app and you plug your phone into the USB here, you can use the app and the extras that come with it up there. If you are a Jaguar owner, I would highly recommend that you download that app and use it, because it just adds a lot of stuff. You can do all your music streaming, your phone's version of navigation instead of somebody else's, what's built into the car. So you have the updated everything, the traffic info, all that stuff, much easier to use. This car also has the SOS package. It also has a sunroof and a few other things. But for the most part, that is the inside of the Jaguar with its beautiful Meridian sound system and just wonderful build. Just a beautiful, beautiful look. As per usual, Jaguar did a very good job with this car. So, for Aaron, this has been Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com in a 2016 Jaguar XF. Talk to you again soon.